What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Stuck Between series. My name is Hillary and I help millennials just like you get over feeling stuck. So I get asked all the time, Hillary, what tips and tricks do you have for somebody who's trying to learn Spanish? I've been trying to learn for a really long time, but I haven't been able to learn. And one of the things you may not realize if you find yourself in that same situation is that your phone actually can be your biggest asset to help you learn Spanish in 2020. Today, we're going to chat about a few apps that you can use to help you learn Spanish in 2020. I hope y'all are ready for these tips. Let's go. Before we start chatting, I want to let you guys know that some of these apps you have to pay for and some of them are free. Now, that being said, while you're on your Spanish journey, if you want to learn Spanish randomly from this person and from that person and learn a little bit over here and learn a little bit over there, then it may be hard for you to put everything that you're learning together. But if you want to learn Spanish in a very systematic, methodological way, then you may have to pay for a particular service or even an app or something like that to help you learn in one way. So let's get into today's video. Now, the apps that I've listed are not any particular order from best to worst or from worst to best. They're just a few apps that I currently use that I would like to recommend to you all. So my absolute favorite app right now is an app called Tandem. Y'all, Tandem is so dope because you can talk to anybody from anywhere, and typically you're talking to people to help each other learn different languages. So for example, I'm on Tandem and I am a person who natively speaks English. So if someone is trying to talk to me, they're probably talking to me because they want to practice their English. I am trying to learn Spanish right now, so I am reaching out to people speaking Spanish so they can help me speak Spanish. So Tandem is so cool because you can talk to anybody and people are on there, they're ready to talk, they're ready to get to know you, ultimately so they can perfect their language. So if you're a person who is really trying to learn Spanish and you want to meet new people, Tandem is the perfect app for you. And it's also a free app, so that's really cool as well. Now, there is a portion where if you want to upgrade, you can upgrade, but for the basic, having conversations so people can correct your language and your grammar, that way you can really perfect your language and they can really teach you how to teach you a language via text. So it's super cool and I would highly recommend getting on Tandem if you're trying to learn a language this year. Next, I want to talk about Duolingo. Okay, so a lot of people are on Duolingo and they use Duolingo, but so in my perspective, Duolingo takes a really childlike approach to language, which is super cool because it takes you a little bit slow. And several parents have reached out to me asking me how can they teach their kids Spanish or how can they teach their kids another language. So Duolingo is actually something that you can do with your kids to help them learn Spanish as well. Duolingo is also free. They have a multiplicity of languages and it's a cool way. It's slow paced, but you can talk there. You can practice their vocabulary words, and typically they go in sections. Of course, it's by levels, but you're learning again more like a childlike way, and it seems more like a game versus a very serious way to learn Spanish. So if you're interested, Duolingo is a free app and I would recommend this app as well. Another app I would recommend is an app called Babel, and I really like Babel because Babel is a very natural way to approach language. When I went through the first module, and mind you, the first module is free. If you want to continue a module 2 and go forth, you will have to pay for that particular service, and you can either pay for it monthly or you can pay for it in advance. And of course, the more months that you get in advance, the cheaper it's going to be. But I really like Babel because Babel felt very natural. Babel, you can talk into it. It grades on how you even pronounce it. It talks about your accent and it makes comments about your accent. And it's really for conversational Spanish. And I believe conversational Spanish is a lot better than the formal Spanish that you may learn in school like I did. So I would highly recommend Babel, but again, Babel is going to cost you, but it's a very natural way to learn Spanish. Now, starting with the apps that you may already have on your phone, get on Facebook. Y'all, Facebook groups and Facebook communities are a real thing, and you will be surprised how engaging these groups are, even though they're virtual. So make sure you join a group, find a group that is a Spanish speaking group. I started my own online community because I know there are people out there just like me who feel stuck learning languages. And so I will put my own link to my community in the description box below. Get in there, talk to new people, meet new people, and also join other Facebook groups as well. So again, Facebook is a really great app to use if you want to connect with other people learning a language. There's another app called iBooks. I believe that's how you say it. My Spanish professor, when I was in Spain, actually told me about this app. And this app is really good because, of course, they have different languages, but it's really good if you're trying to learn Spanish. And this app is really good because you can immerse yourself into Spanish culture. And they have different podcasts, what it seems like it's like a podcast type of a style. And you can listen to sports, you can listen to politics, you can listen to different types of music. You can just learn a lot about Spanish culture through this podcast style type of app. So I would highly recommend iBooks, and it's spelled I-V-O-O-X. So I think that's how you pronounce it. So if you need a translation app, I would highly recommend the Spanish Dictionary app. And the reason why I would recommend this app over Google Translate is because sometimes Google Translate, unfortunately, is not always correct. And so the Spanish Dictionary actually gives you ejemplos, which is examples. It gives you the different verbs. It gives you the different tenses, and it also has a person that you can watch their lip movements while they pronounce certain words. So it's a really, really in-depth dictionary. It's not your ordinary dictionary that you can buy from the store, but it's a really, really good and solid translation app that you can use. And that way, if you're trying to expand the language, it doesn't just give you vocabulary, but you can also learn grammar. And it's really, really important when you're learning a language to understand grammar so that you don't make common mistakes when you're trying to speak the language as well. So again, it's the Spanish Dictionary app, and that app is free as well. Another app that you may already have on your phone is Instagram. Y'all, go follow Spanish hashtags, or if you're traveling to a Spanish speaking country, follow that hashtag. I remember when I was going to Santiago de Compostela in Spain, I followed that hashtag, and it was so cool to be scrolling down my timeline and all of a sudden see a post in Spanish. I also follow people who speak Spanish, so I follow Romeo Santos, I follow Prince Royce, and if you can't tell, those are two bachata artists. I love bachata, I love to dance. Love to dance, but I follow them, and the reason why is because they post in Spanish. And so as I'm scrolling, as I'm already on there, I will be able to see and read a Spanish post. And so it's really, really cool because I'll be able to practice my Spanish in a very, very natural way. Every time you learn Spanish, it's not going to be in a very formal classroom type of style, but sometimes you need to see the language and make it a part of your life. So if you follow hashtags, Spanish hashtags, or if you follow people online that speak Spanish, it can really help you get accustomed to seeing Spanish and having it be a part of your life. So definitely go follow people on Instagram. Also, if you're a Christian, go follow churches. There is Hillsong Buenos Aires who posts in Spanish. And so to see their clips online and to read their posts in Spanish, it's super cool. So anyway, go on Instagram and go follow hashtags or people who speak Spanish. And the last app you may already have on your phone is Netflix. So what I want you guys to do right now, if you are trying to learn Spanish, well, after you watch this video, go watch a movie in Spanish, or go watch an English movie with Spanish subtitles. Or when you're watching the Spanish movie, put on your English subtitles, and that way it's something that you already do. Watching Netflix is probably a part of your regular routine throughout the week. So take one of your movie times that you would choose to relax and watch a Spanish movie. That way you'll get an opportunity to see what Spanish culture is like. If they're speaking Spanish, they're probably filming in a Spanish speaking country, and you'll be able to see what reality looks like when you only speak Spanish. So it's a really, really cool thing. Go watch Netflix en español, and watch a película, which is a movie. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you were able to learn some apps that you can use in 2020 so that you can become bilingual this year. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and also like. And if you want, comment below and let me know if you're already using apps to help you learn Spanish. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios. Ciao, ciao.